Hello, I'm JD. I'm a Melburnian living in a small country beach town in North Queensland, Australia. I came from the green lumpy places in the Dandenongs to the blue sparkly places in the Whitsundays. I have a black cat called Keanu. He is 4 years old and he gives me so much comfort. He is a daily gift that I'm so thankful for. I've been reading and creating for as long as I can remember, and I've been a writer and journaler for most of my life. My two favourite quotes are "The unexamined life is not worth living" by Socrates and "I think, therefore I am" by Descartes. They were both philosophers, and I like being a bit of a philosopher too. I am a wisdom lover, I love learning, and I call thinking my hobby. I'm very much a fan of the importance of self-knowledge, self-discovery, and self-growth. I spend lots of time reflecting and expressing myself creatively. I love finding wonder, beauty, and inspiration all around me, and I love documenting these things in words and art. I believe beauty can be found everywhere, good can be found in everyone, and wisdom can be learned from everything. I believe there is gold and glitter in the dirt and darkness. I believe if you show up long enough, you will always find the gold. The gold being all the good in life, the beauty, the wisdom, the kindness, the love, the joy. I believe in a God who sees, hears, knows, and loves us. A God who is with us and has a beautiful plan for us. A God who meets us where we're at, who is so patient and wise and gentle. A God who invites us to join him in bringing heaven to earth, where all people are seen, heard, known, and loved, even with all our differences and disagreements. I also believe I could be wrong about everything I believe. I believe in keeping an open mind and seeking to understand others. I believe in treating ourselves and others well, no matter how we are treated. I believe in bringing light, no matter how dark it is around us. I believe everyone is doing the best they can with what they have and what they know. I believe in giving people grace because everyone has their struggles and insecurities and bad days. I'm a lover of stories and storytelling. I believe everyone has stories that are meant to be shared because they will help someone. I love deep and meaningful conversations, light bulb moments, lots of introvert time spent alone, reading books, watching movies, playing piano. And I also love finding kindred spirits. On my channel, I share about journaling, creativity, faith, mental health and well-being, identity, and life. I aim to use my words and art to inspire, encourage, and challenge and uplift. I'm here to uphold the worth, dignity, and image of God in all people. This channel, along with my business and shop, Willowbound Journals, supports Alana Bosgra, an art therapist, Psychology in Seattle, a podcast I'm a patron of, and Beyond Blue, an organisation that helps with depression, anxiety, and suicide. I was inspired to write this introduction piece by the magazine Daphne's Diary, my favourite magazine. I always love that intro that Daphne has at the start of the magazine, and I've been feeling a bit flat recently, and this magazine gave me a spark. I had no idea what to share for this video, and then that magazine gave me a little bit of inspiration that I needed as I do the voiceover for this journaling session, as I'm using some items from Your Creative Studio. Big thank you to Amanda for sending them to me, and big thank you to Daphne's Diary for sending me this Daphne's Diary planner that I'm using as my daily journal this year. And as I continue just using these pieces to decorate the pages and add my daily note-taking, I will continue sharing a bit more about me for any who are still here and would like to know more. I have an honours degree in environmental science, where I majored in zoology and did honours in animal behaviour. I then went to Bible college and got a grad dip in mission studies. Then I got a master's of writing and literature when I realised that writing was actually my biggest passion all along. From there, I studied creative writing at another Bible college, and that was life-changing. It led me finally fully to embrace my love of writing as a Christian who can use writing as a way to bring glory to God, to know God better, and to help bring heaven to earth. It led me to a love of film analysis and to Psychology in Seattle, the podcast that has helped me so much and continues to teach me and entertain me. My first job was in a pet shop as a dog groomer and retail assistant. I left that job after 3 years when I did a 6-week charity walk from Sydney to Melbourne, raising money and awareness for the Dalit children in India. I then became the kids coordinator at my church, as well as doing a bit of admin and babysitting. And then I got another admin job at another church at the same time. And then I moved to Queensland and took on the admin job at my new church up here. 5 years later, I left that job when I made the leap to work full-time on my new business, Willow Bound Journals. And this is my 4th year selling journals and teaching journaling courses for a living. I've also written 3 books and edited 3 more. And now I'm doing a bookmaking course and working on a book this year. My books are memoirs, and my dream is to spend my days writing books that look like peeks inside my journals, and perhaps teaching journaling courses to help others do their own journaling, and books that share their own stories and that document their own lives. I became a Christian when I was 14, but I've pretty much always believed in God, and I want to worship Him all the days of my life. My heart wants to glorify Him in everything I do. I hope to tell about all the amazing things He has done and how He shows up and speaks in my life, how He is so kind and so good to me, even with all my failures and the dark parts of myself that hurt myself and hurt others. He brings light and love to my life, and I hope to pass His light and love on to others. In 2015 and 16, I went through depression and anxiety, which gave me a heart for mental health, and I now embrace the struggles of life, knowing that pain and discomfort are unavoidable and it's okay to feel them. And I want to be a voice that lets especially Christians know and that it's totally okay to struggle in this life. I hope to be a voice that lets people know they are wonderful just as they are. You are seen, you are heard, you are known, and you are loved. So this was a bit of a different video for me, but I really enjoyed letting the writing take me wherever it wanted and seeing what came out. Writing for me is hard work, but good work, the best work. Where creating is easy for me, writing is what feels most true and most right when I do it. Writing is a form of discovery. It is a way to know yourself and the world better. Most of my videos don't have a script I read from, but when it comes to things that mean a lot to me and things that come from my heart, I write what I'm going to say first, just so that the clutter gets out of my brain and it can be somewhat coherent. My mental health and faith videos were written first and read, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but that's a bit of behind the scenes info. I feel like the ones that come from writing are the most meaningful to me. And so I would like to do more of this because this is what feels most fulfilling. Like I said, it's hard work, but it's so worth it for that feeling of purpose that means so much to me, and it makes me come alive. I was feeling pretty flat before I wrote this piece and wasn't sure what to do. I was considering not even putting up a video because nothing was coming to me. But then, I wrote this piece, and it's not the most amazing piece. I'm not the most amazing writer, but that's not the point. The point is that I got in connection with myself, and it gave me a spark of joy and a spark of inspiration, and it's uplifted me from my mood before writing to now. It's, very, very different, and I'm thankful for that power of writing, that power of journaling. I didn't want to write. I didn't feel like writing. I didn't feel like doing anything. That was, when you're feeling flat, you don't feel like doing anything. But I just knew I had this sense inside of me that yes, I should write because it's good for me, and it'll be good to see what comes out of me, and whatever I'm feeling, just put it all out on the page and get it out of me. And so finally I got my laptop out and I just wrote, and didn't know what I was going to write, but just wrote. And then this piece came out. It was like, oh wow, okay. And it's just so helpful. I've always known, what I've learned from my years of writing and journaling now, that when I write I always feel better. And like I said, it's hard work. I don't always feel like writing. I don't always have the energy. Writing is a lot of soul work. You're digging up feelings and thoughts, and when you're reflecting. And sometimes I avoid it, to be honest. I'll put on a podcast instead, or watch a movie, because I don't want to face what's inside of me. But I know that writing, if I take that time and put in that effort, it will always show me something. It will always release something in me. It will always free something up in me. And yeah, it's just, I can't speak more highly enough of writing. And I just know it's good for me, it's good for my soul, it's good for my well-being. And this is another one of those times where I was like, no, I don't feel like writing, I don't want to write, I don't want things to come up, and I don't want to face stuff, and I don't even know what's inside, and I can't be bothered finding out. And then finally I was like, okay, just do it, just do it, just get the laptop out, or get your journal and get your pen, just do it. And it was so good. So good. So if you have any questions or a topic you'd like me to share about, feel free to leave me a comment or email me. If you'd like to see more videos like this, I would love more inspiration to see where the journaling and the writing takes me. And I'm curious about what you love, what you believe, and what makes you come alive. Feel free to share a bit about you down in the comments or an email. Would love to hear. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.